Two teenagers badly fell in premature love the day they saw each other. They were classmates of the same coeducational school. They even shared the same desk and bench in the classroom and were in the VIIIth standard. They always stayed together in the morning prayer queue, school compound, classroom, etc. They used to exchange books and notebooks, solve homework, and even share their tiffins. After the classes were over, they used to go for a long walk and spend quality time together. Their love was so deep and real that it became their instant source of motivation. As a result, their performance in academic pursuits was quite salutary. They both topped in their VIIIth board exams and declared the best outgoing students of their school. They got married only after completing their graduations together, thus ending their many years of platonic love. Their love's intensity was such that even they decided to go for an issue-less marital life together. According to them, a child between them could interfere with their undying love. Both of them were in profitable professional careers in their lifetime. People used to say, no one has ever seen nor would see such a fantastic couple with an oceanic love, the depth and vastness of which no ordinary human being can ever equalize or imagine. In the office, meetings, on the way, the couple was almost always together and considered the only blessed couple on earth. They used to share pains, celebrate joys together, and experience every bit of life to its fullest. People who saw them loved them. Greed, selfishness, hatred and anger were not even remotely related to their life. Helping attitude to the needy and old, advising those who were confused and indecisive, by the virtues of wisdom and vast knowledge they accumulated throughout their life, earned them the true love and admiration of their associated people. In their 80s, at a stage when their love-loaded vehicle was almost approaching fast its last station of the journey of life, the old couple was seen nearly every time slowly walking up and down the narrow lane together nearby their house, holding each other's hands. Every sunrise and sunset, they would spend time together sitting in the house yard with the wife standing behind her husband and keeping her hand on his weak shoulder. By now, they could hardly recognize anyone by face at a distance of around 5 to 10 meters. Nevertheless, they would love cracking jokes at each other. Wife, dear, my eyes can still see better than your completely blurry eyes. Husband, but my remaining teeth can still chew faster than your almost blank jaws. Sweetheart. Wife, still, I'm young enough to go into the kitchen to make you tea, darling. Husband, I'm also still strong enough to give you my shoulders to lean on. The super old couple didn't stay without each other, even for a few minutes. The older they became, the more love and intimacy did develop between them. Their never-die love became an eye-opener for many young and old lovers. Even the old couple's pair of dogs and cats seemed to have learned the art of true love from them. Because those pets were restless if they didn't see them and always enjoyed their presence at home. But one sad morning, the old wife fell and died in the kitchen while trying to bring a cup of tea for her husband. As the husband couldn't bear her absence even for a couple of minutes, he slowly walked on his trembling legs to the kitchen, oblivious of the happening. But, quite surprisingly, even after seeing his dead wife, he was emotionless with no sign of sadness or agony. He kissed her dead wife on her cheeks with his trembling lips and quietly walked back to the yard and sat on the chair. Perhaps, still, he was expecting his wife to bring him the morning tea as usual. While on the chair, he repeatedly puts his hand on his shoulders as if he was searching for his wife's hand. Tears of unexpressed grief, the grief of the separation of two great lovers, slowly rolled down the cheeks of the gentle older man. He secretly kept sobbing, hiding tears from his pet dogs and cats for hours together until the neighbors and well-wishers started pouring in. By the evening, after the dead body was buried, all the mourners returned to sympathize and console him only to find him dead lying in a pool of blood. He shot himself to death with a suicide note kept beside him. We were ever happy in this life as we shared all the pains and pleasure of life. Now I can't live without her, nor can she live without me. She will need my hands to wipe her tears and comfort her when she is sad and broken, and I will require her to make me tea every sunrise and sunset. So, I'm also ending my own life, to follow her before it's too late. Please take care of our dogs and cats. Noteworthy. Out of teeming millions of stars, your eyes are attracted only to the moon. Likewise, you choose only your man or woman out of multitudes of people around you. People say, love at first sight seldom lasts, but sometimes it is not always correct. Instead, love, at first sight, can end as love at last sight too. It all depends. It's been rightly said that love is blind. Before true lovers, even the magnificent grandeur of the Taj Mahal falls insignificant and pale. Even the diamond value is reduced to the value of the scrapes before those madly in love. Therefore, love is termed successful only if it lasts till eternity. Otherwise, every love is a failure.